Everything is wonderful. Oh my
Put
gosh.
the bone broth in the ramen.
Yeah, oh my god, do I ever. I do. All right. So now we are all set up and good to go. Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to our
Welcome to the live stream.
welcome to the live stream. We are live and we are streaming. Therefore, we are welcoming you to our live stream. Trying to get this all set up. It's always like calculus. It's like how many should I carry a fourth tripod?
No.
Oh, going for all of them. All right. I see how that is.
Yeah. Empty bag.
That feels nice, huh?
Yeah.
Have an empty bag. So anyway, we'll start off. We'll take you all the way through our whole day today. As always, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out. Would love to hear from everybody. We're getting swarmed by flies,
There's a lot of bugs here.
which in some ways is interesting because it's new on the PCT. We really haven't had a ton of flies and bugs really. Today was also really interesting because there was like a whole bunch of water really, or we were pretty close to water like the whole time, which is kind of crazy and unusual. So that's interesting. We woke up today at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
5 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Pip, what happened there?
I said that we should get up early so we could do miles.
Are you happy
Early.
about it?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I feel like we got to take breaks today and that was worth it.
Yeah, it was fun because there was like a really cool like little river like that we got to hang out for a couple hours at today too, and that was awesome. And it was nice and we didn't feel like stressed because like we were missing out on our miles or whatever. So we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we like packed up our tent and packed up our backpack and pretty much got ready. What's going on there?
I can't use lighters, unfortunately. Like my fingers are just incapable.
You think that's what it is?
I don't know.
Like it's like some like pressing, like press down hard.
No, I understand the mechanics of it. I just can't do it.
So we got to be really careful because we're super close to the expensive batteries. We want to move it maybe more. Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
There you go. That's okay that you can't use the lighter. I'm at you. So we woke up and packed our bags, ate a little bit of breakfast. She had some coffee. What kind of coffee did you have?
Starbucks Via instant coffee.
What's the review of that? Was it good?
It's fine with like non-dairy coffee creamer, like the powder kinds.
I had a Pop-Tart and I had some cheese, like kind of a weird breakfast. Actually, no, I didn't. What else did I have? I had something else. You remember?
Like a bar.
I had some cheese and I don't remember what I had. But anyway, ate some breakfast this morning and that was okay. And then we were on the trail by 7:30. We camped quite close to a decent amount of people, but we had our own spot, which was like kind of nice.
This is so messy.
We had our own, maybe that's why they got rid of it. We had our own spots, so we weren't really like right next to people. We actually had probably the most stereotypical PCT day of the entire trail so far. Would you agree with that?
I don't know what that means, but
Like in terms of other hikers,
we just saw a lot of people?
we were like the other, we were
normal
like
people.
other people.
yeah.
Like kind of. Would you agree with
Because
that?
we got up early and like stopped and like did stuff. And
Yeah, like first off we camped at water, which we really haven't been doing because it's like, I don't know, I guess we don't really care because as long as we make sure to plan for it, like even this, like right now we're not at water.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could get to water. It might be a fight to get down there. I'm not sure how hard the fight would be. Probably not one that I'm willing to take though. Mostly just because I already have water. This actually looks like it's probably easier than most places. Oh, I also had some whey protein powder this morning. I've been trying to stay high on the protein lately, especially
I had a Nutri-Grain bar.
You had a Nutri-Grain
for
bar,
breakfast, yeah.
and that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize what you ate this morning actually. Not that I'm like stalking you. What did you eat? Although I do like to eat breakfast with you, though. to be fair.
Yeah. It's nice.
Pip has a cute little hairstyle today. If anybody notices, it's new and fresh and cute.
Yeah. Well, I got in a stream, like we swam a little bit today, and I didn't want to re-braid my hair afterwards. So
Why unbraid before stream swim?
I don't know if there's necessarily a reason. I feel like it's just sometimes it's harder to get my hair out of braids if I get them wet or
And then
something.
dry them or something?
Yeah, like they just get really frizzy.
I'm making some lemonade here.
Oh yeah. I have my appetizers, Dollar General animal crackers.
Did we do a review of those yesterday?
No, but they're quite good. Here's my review.
We've been starting doing food reviews of the like terrible things that I don't know, I think we're onto something there. We need to just do it more.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't really take dude, I'm amazed at how you can just not take breaks at all, like in between the places. That's impressive.
Thank you.
I'm like, oh my god, I have to take some breaks and sit on some rocks and stuff like that. So anyway, we left at about 6:30. We like immediately took a break, not because we were tired, but because we were
Hot water.
we had to get water. All right, and then we gotta. I know it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and then. All right, well, that's pretty good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think you've done great. So, yeah, we're pretty much at water. I was thinking last night, or this morning, I was like, man, that was silly. Or I would have walked down to the water and got us both water, or you could have, or we could have gone together. And then we wouldn't have to do it this morning, but that's,
Yeah,
but whatever. So we got water at a stream, and then we hiked, it was like mostly, I don't know if I'd really say that now in hindsight.
No, there's a bit of uphill, like sneaky uphill. Dude, the bugs are crazy right now.
Yeah, sneaky uphill, but not long uphill. So, but we were following like a stream bed for almost the entire day, like down.
Yeah.
Did somebody come down here?
I don't know. You look up there.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody's pole or something. So, but it was like kind of, I don't know, it was pretty deserty. It seemed like it was still like a burn area. It was like really pretty though. Lots of like rocks, like, I don't know. A day like today kind of reminds me of like the Flintstones. You ever seen the Flintstones?
Yeah.
And like where they live? Do you get what I'm saying? That I
like
say
big
that?
round rock. Yeah.
Yeah, like huge round rocks, like lots of them, but not like huge, like 100 feet long. You know, like 5 feet long, 10 feet long, 3 feet wide, I guess, or I don't know, like large boulders, but not like enormous boulders. Very Flintstones-esque
That's funny.
kind of.
That's a really good way to describe it.
Careful.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was gonna explode when I did that.
It's okay. That's funny though.
I'll clean it up.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, you gotta. You're so funny.
Sorry, that was a little chaotic.
Sometimes we make messes out here.
I will clean it all up.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
promise.
We'll leave no trace, you guys. Don't worry. We really do our best to leave no trace. We like really, really, really try to never leave any sort of garbage or anything like that. And it's actually like super impressive. There's actually like close to zero garbage like on the trail and stuff, which is pretty like,
People do
which
a
is
good
pretty
job.
cool because there's a lot of people out on the trail. I've heard that this is like not like a uniquely American thing, but like something that is like pretty prevalent in America. Like if you go to our national parks and on our trails, like it's very rare for people to litter. Like sometimes if you have those like weird little trails near like in a town that go down to some waterfall where people go to like drink or whatever, like, you know, if you can drive right up to it, it's a 5-minute hike, stuff like that will get trashed, literally. But really incredibly clean out here. Not much trash. It's like pretty nice. So anyway, so we walked about 6 miles to our first, and we walked like totally separately. Funny story, I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, oh, that looks like a perfect spot on off trail to like walk to. It's all private. But man, the Pacific Crest Trail like meanders so hardcore. Sometimes you really like don't know where it's gonna go. So like after I went and did everything, I like walked back to the trail and then it immediately like turned so close to me, and I was like, man, definitely not an ideal place to go to the bathroom, but I had no idea until after it was done. So anyway, that happens. And to be honest, it is kind of a tricky trail sometimes for going to the bathroom. Like there's like especially
Very
in this
exposed.
in this desert section, there's really not a lot of like or today too, it's like really steep kind of too. You're like doing a lot of side hill like walking. That's
Yeah.
very common on the PCT for like a long time. So it's like, where does one go to the bathroom? And there's not really like an answer to that.
Yeah.
So after about 6 miles, we got to this creek, and I'm trying to think. The creek was quite nice. The I'm trying to think of what the first creek was. Oh, I like sat down by the stream, and then you came and sat next to me like a few minutes later. We took like a pretty long break, and it was like kind of nice. We were both kind of talking about how this is like probably the biggest stream we've seen so far, and it was really quite lovely, to be honest.
It was
Like,
very nice. There's people.
people. Like you might assume, like a lot of times, there might not to say like that we'd be along like streams and stuff, but this is desert, and there's really just not that many. Like most streams have been like really small for the most part, like really small. Even like we went to this thing called the Whitewater River, which had an extremely large like river bed, but the actual river itself was like very small, like maybe like 3 feet wide or 4 feet wide or something. So I would say today was probably 2 of the largest streams we've really been at, like the most water like moving through them. Are they coming down?
We should end this, yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end. I'm sorry.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna hide my Starlink. Right.